Welcome back to Sports Scene. Now to the sport of squash. 3 locally grown squash athletes have gone professional. Now we spoke briefly with the PNG Squash Director, Anna Togolo. Now let's see what she had to say about this.
Thanks, Jaylee. PNG Squash Federation are very excited. For the first time in PNG squash history, we have 3 PNG passport holders who are in the PSA, which is the Professional Squash Association, and that's the international worldwide competition. So we have Amity Alakos, who's just turned 20. We have Feanor Siaguru, who's 21. And we have Joshua Porter, who's about to turn 19. So Joshua Porter has been playing juniors representing Queensland for many years now. So he's about to age out as a junior. We're very happy that nearly 2 years ago he made the call to rep and play for Papua New Guinea, his mother's country, and so that's a great asset for PNG Squash, and we're very happy. Amity Alakos has been playing since she was probably about 12, I think. She watched her auntie play in the 2015 Pacific Games, and that inspired her. So she's now PNG's #1 ladies. So she's just joined the PSA this year and doing well. And our third athlete is Feanor Siaguru. So Feanor used to rep PNG in junior tennis, and then he switched in 2019, I believe, to squash, and he's now our current number 1 men through a selection process we held for the 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games. So he's our third PSA athlete representing PNG. Feanor's just completed his second PSA event. He's doing very well, and he's got quite a few comps lined up for the next few months, both regional in Queensland, and I also believe he's looking at a PSA competition in Hong Kong.
We have Josh Porter to serve, Matthew Warren to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
Aside from PSA, obviously, the more competition and the more points you get, and they all want to get into like the top 50. And now with the Olympics, squash now being a part of the LA Olympics, that's the way through the PSA that you can get into that. Obviously, apart from your like regional selections and things that will happen. So I think ultimately we hope to see the Brisbane 2032 Olympic Games have squash on their schedule. Yeah, so I have 2 hats at the moment. I'm the PNG Squash Brackets Federation President. I'm also the PNG Squash Director just for this year, just to maintain all the programs and keep things going. Very, very proud. Watched these kids grow up over the past few years, and they're actually they have big dreams, and we're there to help them achieve that. What I'm also really proud of is that Amity, Feanor, and Josh are role models to a growing number of juniors that we have got coming through the POM Rackets Club, and we're always there encouraging, like our Mount Hagen juniors have been doing well in the last year. So they're definitely role models. We always like to acknowledge the great community support that we get through the clubs, through members, and also through our corporate sponsors. A lot of our corporate sponsors for squash were former squash players themselves, and they're now able to give back to the sport, and we're always very grateful for that.
Yes, now it's good to see that our squash athletes are advancing in their career, branching out to showcase their talents in other parts of the world. Now, moving on, let's talk about our weekend previews and what we can expect in the weekend coming up. Starting off with our NRL draws for round 4. Thursday, the Storms go up against the Broncos on Thursday. Now followed by the Friday matches, Bulldogs versus the Roosters and Knights versus the Dragons. On Saturday, the Rabbitohs face the Warriors. Sea Eagles go up against the Panthers. Dolphins face West Tigers. And on Sunday, the Raiders and Eels close off round 4 of NRL. Now, the Host Plus Cup is back, people, after a rest during the Easter weekend. Now the WM Seagulls go up against the Devils. Tigers go up against Western Clydesdale. Seagulls face the PNG Hunters. The Blackhawks go up against the Cutters. And the Falcons face the Pride. On Sunday, Capras face the Bears. And Jets finish off with the Dolphins, finishing off the Host Plus Cup. On that weekend, this weekend coming up, sorry. Now, Super Rugby Pacific Round 7, Friday, the Blues face the Force. Rebels go up against the Fijian Drewers. And on Saturday, the Chiefs go up against Moana Pacifica. And the Brumbies face off the Waratahs to close off Round 7 of Super Rugby Pacific. Now, the Isuzu T20 Smash continues this weekend also. Now, if you're not doing anything, bring your family, friends, come over to the cricket. There's really good cricket coming up. Barramundis have spread out, and there's a lot of players mixing around with the Barramundis. And like I've mentioned earlier, there was some upsets happening, especially with the Mariners team, where they are the defending champions. The captain Vala is there also with young John Kariko. All of these players, top players are there now. There were some upsets that happened. Now the Blacks are yet to score. Now come out, support them, and let's see some really good cricket over the weekend. So that's what we can expect over the weekend, Miss Jaylee. Yes.
Sounds really exciting.
Yeah,
this
definitely.
cricket. Now, before we go, if you have a sports-related story you'd like us to cover, please contact us on 312-9229, or you can visit our Facebook page, email us, or you can drop by our office at Level 2 Garden City, Boroko, here in Port Moresby. All right, that's it for tonight's show. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Denzel.
Yes, always a pleasure to have you. Another show done, and we're looking forward to the next one. Thank you for being with us, even though rugby is on at this time and you are here. We appreciate that. Thank you so much on that one.
That's right. Catch us same time, same place next week, right here on your number one to watch. Good night from Sports Scene.